Do you ever think about the long-term impacts of generosity? Hi, I'm Mike Henry, Sr. with Follower of One. Thanks for joining me again today on the Follower of One podcast. Today our passage in Proverbs is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 16. Whoever oppresses the poor to increase his own wealth or gives to the rich will only come to poverty. And that's from the English Standard Version. The author of this proverb is telling us that if we oppress the poor to increase our own wealth, or if we give to the rich, we will only come to poverty. I think it's a challenge for me because often I'm not actively oppressing people, but I'm not going out of my way to be generous either. We actually talked about that compassion a little bit in the previous episode. I want to be more compassionate and therefore look for ways where there's systematic oppression or individual oppression. I want to help alleviate those problems. I want to be the kind of person who's careful about what I do with my giving and my generosity. I want to be generous to the poor, not to the rich. I want to be generous to them rather than trying to increase my own wealth. I want to avoid the scarcity mentality that says that if I give it away, then I won't have it. Because the only things that go with us into eternity are the things we have given away. The things we hang on to will end up going to someone else at our death. But the things we give away in this life, we're laying up treasure in heaven. And God knows how that works. I want to trust that God has given me resources and abilities and money and time and energy. And He's given me those things to use for His glory, not for my own. And therefore, I can give them away. I want to be a better person at giving things away. And often there are many people tugging on us, and we have to be careful. But I want to be intentional about where I give and why I give. I want to encourage you today to consider and be intentional about your giving. Maybe you already are. Thank you very much. But if you're not, let's get intentional about our giving. Let's be people who are generous, who do not oppress the poor to increase our own wealth, or we do not give to the rich, but we give to those who truly have needs so that we can be a blessing to them. God says it will count. It will matter. I don't want to come to poverty, especially in heaven. That's where I want to lay up my treasure. I haven't done a massive study on rewards, but I have checked some of the verses. And I know that we can lay up treasure in heaven by the things we do today because we follow Jesus. You can lay up treasure in heaven, and the verse in Matthew that I refer to often, Matthew 10:42, says that even if we give a cup of cold water because we're a disciple of Jesus, we shall not lose our reward. We will get a reward, and we will not lose it. So the things we do because we follow Jesus matter forever. Let's be careful about where we're generous and where we're stingy or where we kind of hang on to things. Let's be careful about those things today as we go into our workplaces. Let's be generous with our time, especially for those around us who have needs, and generous with our money, especially for those around us who have needs. God's put us in this world to make a difference for Him. So let's live that way. Thank you for being a marketplace minister. Thank you for considering how your faith can matter forever. What we do because we follow Jesus matters. Thanks very much.